So, oh my goodness, might be a little bit of a long one because I'm pretty sure I'm out of that reading slump that I thought I was in, or maybe I just got all my videos like done over the last couple weeks. I am down to 3 more videos that I need to do for Veda, and hopefully I get those done after I record these. I was gonna do it before, but my computer all of a sudden wanted to like do its own thing. Yay. No, not really. But there's that. So I got some book mail, the stuff that I didn't show you guys last week because I didn't have it in my car with me, but I'll show you guys this week. And I already unboxed it over on Instagram, put that up there, did a live and where I like unboxed all the stuff and stuff like that. But I'll quickly run through it here again for you guys. So I don't think I showed this, but I have this awesome Black woman sticker, and I just loved it, the imagery and everything like that. I was gonna put it on my car. I was gonna become one of those people that put things on their cars, but then I was like, do I want to? Because then I might be targeted. So I might just save this one for like a book or like one of my journals or something like that for my book stuff, right? Then I also got these two. Where are they? That I am going to be putting on my car. Pretty much notifying everyone that comes by my car that I'm a book person. So I don't know if I actually ordered both sizes of this one, but I received both sizes, and I got the small one of Stack of Books. Then I ended up getting a large one as well. So these will be going on my cars. Then I think they threw in maybe some mustaches. You can't really see them. They're upside down, but they're little mustaches and they're super cute. So I'll be using those. I ordered those. And then the second sticker that I will have on my car is this one right here that says, "You can't buy happiness, but you can buy books." And that's kind of the same thing. So yeah, there's this one that will be going on my car. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put them, possibly let this pollen like die down in our area, because you can wash your car off and 30 seconds later, there's a pile of pollen back on your car again. It's absolutely crazy. Then the amazing PR company, Elle Woods, sent me a copy of Submit the Sky Clan of Tawara by Tayan Stone. Tayan Stone. Sent me this. It's an alien sci-fi warrior romance. Don't know. We'll be trying to see if I have or can receive a copy of the ebook of this, because you guys know for the last year that text-to-speech audiobooks have been my thing because of the eye. So the font's not that bad in the book. You know, it's not that bad, but it's not listening to it as a text-to-speech either. So yeah, there is that. I got that. Then I received some Book Fairy mail that I am pretty sure is Book Fairy mail. Where is the slip at? So I put this on my Amazon wish list, and it is a Lotus Flower Bomb by Kenya Goree-Bell. And someone else sent me the newest book that was released. And now I have this one. Looking forward to reading it. I think it's super cute. I wish I had oh, there it is. Okay, so a big thank you goes out to Sending You Some Bookish Love. I hope you enjoy it by AK from Allyn Mulford. So thank you very much, Allyn. I greatly appreciate that. And if it's the Allyn that I think it is, thank you very much. Then I received my Harlequin subscription. And these are books that are coming out in July of this year. And the first one is One Colorado Night by Joanne Rock. Then we have An Offer from Mr. Wrong by Niobia Bryant. I am so excited to have this one. So excited. I'm pretty sure I got a NetGalley copy of this, or I requested a NetGalley copy. So I will be reaching out to see if I can get this as an ebook as well, and already have my physical copy. Super excited about that. Then I also got How to Fake a Wedding Date by Karen Booth. And the final book in my subscription box was When the Lights Go Out by Jules Bennett. So, if you don't know, Harlequin does subscription boxes in all of their sort of lines. So you have the Desire line, you have the special edition line, you have the romantic suspense line, you have intrigue line. There's a whole bunch of lines that they do subscription boxes for. So every month you would pay to have some of the newest books before they're actually released, which is so awesome. And I love it. My collection is crazy. Also, Saturday, I spent most of the day down in my recording room trying to get that situated. If you didn't see the TikTok or the Instagram story, it's right here. This is what the room is turning out to look like. And it's being, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So hubby got me this pop because, well, he got me 3 of them. I'm going to show you all 3 of them. But we were down at the comic book store and he ended up getting me this one right here, which is a soldier. She's black and I love her. Then he also ordered me Aleatha right here. Make sure there's no glare. And he also got me my all-time favorite singer in the world, which is Whitney Houston. And it's the I Want to Dance with Somebody gray dress. Bow is giving everything, and I love it. Oh, so much. Oh, so much. Super cute. Love them. Love, 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 love. So that is it for bookish and other type mail. Let's jump into the books that I did read last week, because there are a lot and I got a lot to say about them. So diving right in, I finished Most Eligible Billionaire, Billionaires of Manhattan, #1 by Annika Martin. Placing this in rom-com, giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 3 Steam fans. Had it as an audiobook. There is content warnings for death, animal like airing in the will type thing, family businesses, family sort of takeovers and secrets, and, you know, heirs believing that they should have the companies and things like that. But yeah, so we have Vicky, who is this woman that stood in for another friend, and this eccentric old woman goes to her and is like, oh, you're a pet psychic, and has her start talking to her dog. And then when the old lady ends up dying, she ends up willing the dog to Vicky. Well, that didn't sit very well with the old lady's son, Henry, and the two of them sort of work together and come to the realization that he really likes Vicky. Vicky's not trying to swindle the old lady or use the money from the company and things like that. So that was one of the other content warnings, is that there is sexual assault mentioned and discussed within this story. It's not between our 2 main characters, but it does happen to one of our main characters. And that kind of, like, I don't know if I should say that it annoyed me, not the sexual assault part of it, but the fact that our character that had this happen to them continually mentioned, I have the secret, they can't know the secret, and I don't, want my secret to come out, and I'm hiding. And you could tell that this person was on the run from some really kind of bad people, and that something went down throughout the entire book until the reveal of the sexual assault, pretty much at the end. And it was just like, really? And then it's a slow burn between Henry and Vicky as well. So yeah, it was enjoyable. And there were a lot of times that I laughed because being a pet psychic was very, very interesting. But I just kind of wish that reveal had come a little more or sooner, because yeah, it was just like, I'm tired of hearing about how there's a secret, but you're not telling me what the secret is. So there's that. Then I finished my Secrets Flirty Friend, which is the Greene Family #4 by Piper Rayne, placing this in contemporary, giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 2.5 Steam fans had this as an audiobook. There are content warnings for baby left in will again. Baby left in a will, or heir to the family type thing. Well, I put it as baby on doorstep. It wasn't actually like on the doorstep. It was more like the lawyer showed up and was like, hey, I need you to come down and come pick up your kid. So there is that, if you have any issues with that. Family fears and a friends with benefit situation going on, right? So we have Jed, who finds out that he is now going to be a single dad. Then we have Molly, who is a family BFF, so family best friend. She's always been around. Jed owns the bar that the family owns, and Molly is the bartender, but she's also going to get her license and schooling and things like that for pediatric speech therapy, I think it is, something like that. But she's in that place where she can help Jed. And yeah, there's a bit of a conflict of interest in there, but if you have been following the series, you know that you have these two grandma figures that are very, very meddling and putting people together and things like that. And Molly and Jed end up having one night before he finds out that he's going to be a dad, and things like that. So during this story, there is a mention of a family get-together. So I was like, wait a second, why do I know about this family get-together? So I went and looked on Goodreads and found out that a Greene Family Summer Bash actually comes before this book. However, it's labeled as the Greene Family 3.5 by Piper Rayne, placing it in contemporary as well. It's a novella, giving it 3.5 stars, giving it 2 Steam fans, listen to it as an audiobook. But the thing is you want to listen to this book when you get to that point in my flirty friend, my sister's flirty friend. Once they start talking about the bash, then jump over to the Greene Flaming Summer Bash, because if you read the Summer Bash beforehand, you're gonna be spoiled. You're gonna be spoiled for what happens in the beginning of my sister's flirty friend. I hope that made sense, guys. Overall, I felt it was so much fun. In the novella, you get to catch up with all of the Greene family members. You start off with Marla, then you go Presley, then you have Nikki, then you have Posey, then you have Adam, you have Chevelle, you have Mandy, then Rylan, Xavier, and then Fisher, then you have Lucy, you have Allie, then you have Cade, Jed, and then Molly. Then you can jump back to my sister's flirty friend and be all cut up with the family and just like, okay, we're good to go, and finish their story off. Really enjoyed both books and, kept it going. Then I finished The Rogue Crown, which is the 5 Crowns of Orcorth by #3 by A.K. Mulford, placing this in fantasy. Only giving it 4 stars, giving it 3 Steam fans had this as an arc, and this one definitely falls under fantasy, but it also has a whole lot of elements of the LGBTQIA plus representation within this story. There's a mystery that's going on. There's some cheating that is mentioned that happens prior to this story ending up happening. So we have Bree and we have Lena. Bree is a warrior that has been outcasted. If you've read any of the other books, which you pretty much have to read the first 2 books to understand what is going on in this world, which is probably why I was like, okay, this is kind of dragging on because there has been so much buildup, and 50% into this book, I was just like, okay, I know, I understand that I need to know what this court is about and what this realm is all about, but it just got so overwhelming. Now, my fantasy readers, you guys will probably really, really enjoy that, but I was here for the romance. And we did get some romance, but by that time, I was so kind of out of the story that I was just like, Then on top of that, the representation that is in this book is very varied, and there are some parts where it's not very clear whose head we are in. Are we in Bree's head? Are we in Lena's head? Are we in Nilo's head, who is non-binary? Are we in, you know, a whole bunch of different characters? There's so many characters. In many ways, I feel like I needed to like have my notes with me while I was reading. So that's just another downfall for me not being a fantasy reader versus wanting some fantasy romance type thing. Overall, I really enjoyed it, still engaged in the story, and we're on a mission to find out who killed Lena's mother. And everything's unfolding. More things are unfolding within the overarching story, and I can't wait for number 3. AK did push back the release for this book, so I'm not exactly sure when it will be coming out. Like I said, I had it as an arc, and I'm sure there'll probably be some revisions, so I will have to revisit the story once it does come out to see if some of the things that I picked up on were the same as some of her alpha readers and her beta readers and her proofreaders and things like that. The next book that I finished was Vows, which is a Sparrow Webb's novella by Aleatha Romig. Loved it. It's a novella. It's a romantic suspense. Kind of a catch up with oh my goodness, I can't, gave it 4 stars. Wow, let me go back to that. Gave it 4 stars, gave it 2 Steam fans, had it as an arc, and I don't know if it's out yet or if it's coming out. I think the expected date was like next year. Sorry if I'm going to get you excited to hear about the Sparrows again, but this is a catch up with Rayne. Oh goodness, I said her name all wrong. Rayne, and there's a couple different pronunciations for that. And Sterling, there's a McFadden is up for parole. If you haven't read the Sparrow Webbs, which is 4 trilogies. Four trilogies, guys. 4 trilogies. You can't just jump into one trilogy. I don't think anyone should do that because you're going to miss a part. Funny thing is, I finished this book and a friend was jumping into Dusk, which is the last trilogy about Lorna and Reed, and she was like, I was completely lost. And I was like, yes, you're gonna be completely lost because that 4th trilogy specifically cannot be read without knowing all the rest of the Sparrow history, like all the rest of the Sparrow history. So yeah, there is that. But I really enjoyed that look back into them, getting a little bit more information about what's going on. I can't wait for more novellas about the Sparrows because I'm sure Aleatha will do it or in the future, and it just gives me that little adrenaline boost that I need every once in a while for my Aleatha books. Yes, she has a new one coming out, this one right here. It's a standalone, and I believe it's a psychological thriller. Sorry, I didn't say the name of it because I can't remember what the name of it is right now, but I've already pre-ordered it, and yeah, that'll be happening. Then I finished My Unexpected Surprise, Greene Family number 5 by Piper Rayne, placing this in contemporary, giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 2.5 Steam fans, listen to it as an audiobook, and this is a surprise pregnancy, which is it's my jam. I love me a surprise pregnancy. You are hinted at this relationship at the end of my sister's flirty friend, because it ends on that. This note ends to this story. And this follows Fisher and Allyn. Fisher is the town sheriff, and Allyn is a nurse that works in the hospital there, and they had a one night, I think it's a one night stand that they had, and they ended up getting pregnant. Yeah. They hint at the fact that the protection broke, so that is how we got pregnant. It wasn't just a, oh, I love you, so heat of the moment type thing, so we were going unprotected. No, they were protected, so it was an accidental baby altogether. But you get to see through this story the pregnancy and the two of them sort of working through their issues, their trust issues and things like that. So I really enjoyed it. It is a slow burn as well, and I'm just like, Then you get to the end, and there's a content warning. I'm giving you guys a content warning because there are pregnancy complications. Everything gets a happily ever after, but I was just like, we hadn't had anything really big happen, and in the last like 45 minutes of the audiobook, we have just this rush of things going, and I was just like, am I gonna get a happily ever after, or am I gonna be put on a cliffhanger and this couple's getting another book or something? What's going on? I was a little worried there, but it all ended up happy, and I was very happy. I can't wait to continue on with this series. Then the final book that I finished reading last week was Firefly, which is Speakeasy Tap Room number 6 by Krystyna Allyn, and placing this in contemporary, but I don't even know that I can place it in contemporary. It annoyed me more than anything. Giving it 2.5 stars, giving it 2.5 Steam fans. Had this as an audiobook. Thank you, Hoopla. This is a Black author, which this pains me. This pains me. I have loved, I really enjoyed Krystyna's other story, but this one did not work for me, like, at all. Maybe it's because I have never read any of Serena Bowen's tap room whatever stories, but we have Trevor, who is a Vermont contractor who was in New York for a little while and went to this restaurant or bar where Melody is a bartender, and she has hopes of being a cocktail, if you know the movie Cocktail, bar owner and things like that, and he was just taken back by her because of the tattoo that she had on her hand. Well, he ends up giving her his phone number, I think it was, where they bump into each other, happenstance or something or another, that one night, and then he goes back to Vermont, and she has some things unfold in her side of her life, and with her mother and her mother's boyfriend and things like that, and she ends up just leaving New York, just up in boop boop pop spoke, I'm leaving New York, and she ends up in Vermont as well. They both end up in the same small town. It's almost like kismet, and it was just like, ooh, yay, this is gonna be a great story and things like that. But then we just kept going with the drama. Trevor has issues with his family and his father. Melody has issues with her mother and, things that she left, and neither one of the two of them are talking to each other, but they're supposedly having a relationship. What? It just got really, really, really annoying, and for, I'd say, probably a good 40% of it, I just kind of hate listen to it, and was just like, okay, is it over yet? Is it over yet? Whew. So what am I currently reading? I am currently reading Will by Will Smith for a book club that I would like to participate in, because Slapgate was like everything. Then I am reading Reason to Believe by Rebecca Yarros. This is an arc. This comes out, I believe, this week. So make sure that you are going to check this out. I've already started it and already emotionally invested in it. And oh my God. I knew coming into it that Rebecca was going to like rip my heart out, but I didn't realize that she meant like page freaking 2. Actually, maybe not. Yeah, page 2. Page 2. And I'm walking on my treadmill as I'm trying to like read this book, and I'm just like, oh my heart. When you read this, I'm not that far into it, but when you read this, just remember that Rebecca has actually taken this sort of journey that our characters are going on, and so I can only imagine how much more of my heart that she's going to rip out with this story. Then I'm going to be arc reading A Little Bit Dirty by Willow Winters. This is her small town mechanic romance that I'm super excited to be reading. I believe this one comes out this week as well, if not the following week, but it comes out really soon, so I need to get on it to read these 2 books. So that is it. Woo! That's a long one. Sorry, guys. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys are enjoying Veda. It's coming to an end, and whew, got to get those videos done and things like that. Other than that, thank you guys for being patrons here on my channel, on my page, and things like that. I greatly appreciate it. There's a couple days left for Kiddo's fundraiser, so if you want to check that down in our box, it will be down there. So if you feel like donating, what have you, it's greatly appreciated. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in another video.